all the fires that are burning. We begin with Candace Crone live with the latest on the Hillside fire. Good morning.
DeMarco, it has been quite the morning. Fortunately, it's a bit calmer now. We're starting to get a look at the damage, though. 2 homes here on Viento Way destroyed, burned to the ground. A terrible loss for these families, but fortunately, nobody was hurt.
Last night was one of the scariest nights I've ever been around.
Intense flames ripped through the San Bernardino neighborhood, forcing homeowners and their families to evacuate in the middle of the night. The Hillside fire broke out in the foothills near Highway 18 in Lower Waterman Canyon. Winds were so strong, the fire grew quickly, charring more than 200 acres and leaving a path of destruction behind.
Initial assessments are we have 6 homes and 2 outbuildings consumed or damaged by the fire. That's an ongoing process that we're continuing to assess.
I got my kids out in the cars, and me and my dad were the only ones that stayed here. We came back, and we're fighting with the garden hoses, all the neighbors' houses, so it was a crazy night.
Some 500 homes and 1,300 residents were placed under mandatory evacuations. Crews battled flames by air and on the ground. Fire officials are still concerned about the winds picking up and sparking new fires. They're asking for people who left their homes to be patient as they're working quickly to try and get everyone home soon.
We have a lot of work to do up there, a lot of hot spots. It continues to, this fire is not by any sense of the word contained yet. So repopulation is one of our highest priorities, getting folks back into their homes, but we don't want to do so by putting them at risk.
Now, the San Bernardino County Fire Department tweeted this picture, which shows investigators have determined the origin of the fire. Apparently, there's no power lines in the area where that fire started, and the cause is under investigation. Back out here live, right now, crews are still patrolling this area, these neighborhoods, to make sure that no hot spots flare up and start new fires. Live in San Bernardino, Candace Crone, CBS 2 News.
All right, Candace, thank you.
Now we're going to take it to Tina Patel, who continues our team coverage in San Bernardino on 1 street where several homes are damaged this morning. Tina?
Yes, good morning. Once again, people in the San Bernardino neighborhood were woken up in the middle of the night, told they only had minutes to leave. Fortunately, everyone here on Saturn Court got out okay, but some are not going to have anything to come home to.
See them olive trees, orchard up there. That's what was on flame when we left.
Don Silver showed us just how close the Hillside fire came to his San Bernardino home. The flames burned right up to the edge of his property. Luckily, he had just hired someone to cut down some of the trees and bushes in the area.
There was a lot of this brush here, along here. I tried to get the flood control to come up here and do it. They wouldn't do it. Power company come up here and do it. They wouldn't do it. So I ended up doing it myself.
Firefighters say that extra clearance might have saved Silver's home. His neighbors were not so lucky. Embers from the nearby hillsides ignited their homes, and firefighters had trouble battling the flames in the fierce winds. Candace Crone talked to a woman whose grandparents had lived in this home for years.
The one that was on Saturn Court, it's gone. It's gone. I mean, they're not even in town. So it's just, there was nothing, barely anything was grabbed out of the house.
Her family was frustrated to see so many homes destroyed, even though everyone knew the Santa Ana winds were coming.
We live in an area where, I mean, October, this place is on fire every October, it feels like. And I think that maybe we should think about the way we have the firefighting set up. I mean, because God bless them, they're doing amazing stuff, but I just feel like a lot of this, we still feel really spread thin, and this, I think that there should be more preventative measures.
The Silvers agree. They say they had a mix of emotions when they returned and saw their house still standing in the middle of all this devastation.
All we could think of is how lucky we were and how sad that, I mean, how does it miss one house? But thank goodness it did.
Now, many homeowners tell me they are grateful for all the firefighters. They say considering how fierce those winds were this morning and how fast this fire was growing, there could have been a lot more damage if the firefighters hadn't gotten here as quick as they did. We'll send it back to you.